AIT for refusing to give my coworker rides to work? I, M19, work with a friend, also M19. I got him a job at the small company where I worked. When I first recommended him to my boss, it was because I thought it would be a temporary position over the Christmas rush. It was not. My main problem comes from the fact that he doesn't have a driver's license. I was okay with the idea of driving him to and from work for a couple of months, even though he has a habit of always being a couple of minutes late. This isn't a huge deal at our company because we get paid hourly for a job that doesn't have a set time frame. Lately, though, he's been consistently at least 10 minutes late. While it's not a big deal for my boss, I hate sitting in my car in front of his house for that long. I like to get work over with as soon as possible, and while those 10 minutes aren't going to change my life, I'd rather get 10 extra minutes at home than sitting in a car. Today, I made up my mind that I wasn't going to ignore his tardiness. I texted him 20 minutes beforehand to ask if he would be ready in 20 minutes. He said yes, and I knew it was probably a slight exaggeration, so I took my time leaving the house. He got a good extra 5 to 10 mins. Then, when I got to his house, I texted him to tell him I was there. No reply. 10 minutes later, he finally appears. Usually, he starts telling me about his day, and I kind of get over my anger, but this time, I stuck to what I told myself and let him know that I didn't want to drive him anymore. I wasn't rude, I didn't yell or anything. I just said, "I'm sorry I don't want to drive you to work anymore because you're always late." He started arguing, saying that it wasn't his fault and he was busy. In the conversation, I also mentioned that things would be different if he wasn't old enough to get a license and his parents hadn't promised him a car as soon as he got the driver's license. He told me that every time I brought up the driver's license thing, it stresses him out. He kind of phrased it like he thought I brought it up out of concern, which I do every once in a while, but this time it was because he's making me late when he could very well get a driver's license and drive himself. After I made my feelings known, the car ride was quiet. Then at work, it was quiet. On the way home, it was also quiet. Ich Schoker. So basically, I think he got mad about the fact that I was done waiting around for him. I really don't think I'm in the wrong here, but maybe I'm missing something. Follow for more!